What was I saying? Overall, I love Kage. It's the reason why I play him. I try to bring out the potential. I struggle with matchups. Like I said, it's a character who I think has like he just you have to play Kage like it's not Street Fighter. That's how you do it. Like you gotta just play like it's fucking Dragon Ball or Marvel, some other shit. You gotta try to play this character like it's not Street Fighter. Obviously, when you do, it can still work out for you, but you get a lot more when you try not to do it because you have to be insane. You have to go crazy with this character. Next, you guys should definitely play this character too. I'm making a guy. I don't know if it's gonna be the best guy, but you guys should play Kage. He's pretty fun. G, one of the coolest characters in this game. I think he is an A-tier character now. Maybe I should have ordered this sometime, but G, he's just very solid. G's a character who reminds me of Abigail, where every character who's below G just loses. G can zone you, right? He can play defensively. There are actual ways to play defensively with him because he has an AV skill that allows him to get actual good defense, and obviously you can just play a zoning game with him. So he's a character that just gets rewarded for playing pretty zone based. He gets the levels outside of trigger. But now what made him worse was before V trigger he would get like I think max level. But now you have to already have the levels and then you get into trigger. You get the most of the V trigger. So his V trigger kind of isn't as strong. But that's not to say that he isn't a character with really, really good normals, or at least decent. Pretty much reminds me of like Balrog, but he isn't as safe. It's pretty much a good anti-airs. If you jump on this man, you are eating damage. You are eating fat damage, and his poor man's DP is down fierce. Fucking hits cross-ups. It's so good. He's a character who literally is a wall. Like he plays like a wall, and if he gets in, he has things like command grabs, V trigger that could really do the big damage from it. He's just a character who does big damage. He can do the EX slow into fireball, really, really good. With the levels, obviously. He's just a character that scares a lot of people. Also, the little orb he does and throws out pretty much beats every projectile. He's very, very good. Just a very good character. And that move as well, the absorption move that he does, is a good anti-air as well. Like, he just has really good. He's a wall. He's just a really good wall. I can't really say much about it. Which V trigger is better? V trigger 1 is the one where I believe everyone uses. V trigger 2 is the command grab, where he like grabs you. I think that one's okay, but I think the OG one. This character is weird for me because I see a lot of people put this character here because of her normals, and they feel like everyone kind of beats her. But I don't know. Like I know this character is around here, definitely. But I feel like it's okay to put her here because she has to rely on the mix. Here's a good throw game. Her V trigger 2 is really strong, but they had nerfed it where she's minus on block. Like if you block it, she also has to hit confirm into it. She requires a little bit more than the usual characters, but she obviously the reward is like if you know what you're doing in the hands of a good player, she fucking does so much damage. She does so much damage. She has good mix. She's probably a character that constantly puts you in the mix. Vortex shit. She's just very, very good. But I feel like you need to be a very, very good player with her. You know? That's all I can really say. Yuri! I hate this character. But I think she's good. I think she's a good character. She used to have this crazy setup when her buff came, but they got rid of it. But overall, she reminds me of Nash. Like the sort of hit and run style. People forget we've actually seen this character win Evo Japan. She actually does pretty good against Rashid, believe it or not. I've just seen with infiltration, and I just believe that shit 100%. I believe that infiltration is very good, but I've seen multiple times where Yuri is just doing good against a Rashid player. But I think that's pretty much it. I can't really say she beats a lot of characters, but she does do pretty okay against them. It's not like terrible where it's like it's a guaranteed bad matchup, you know? So I think she's pretty solid overall. I don't think she's a character who sucks. Like I don't believe that the character sucks. I just think she's not as good as the other characters. Um, Pretty much V Trigger 1, she can hit confirm into anything. Pretty much it seems. If you're blocking, she can naturally just put on the pressure. Pretty good character. Decent anti-airs. She has a way to deal with fireballs. Like I said, she just plays the hit or run style. That's pretty much her thing. Reminds me of Nash. Well, excuse me. It reminds me of old Nash. People just play Nash that way. I don't think Nash should be played like that, but people just plays Nash like a zoner. And I don't. If y'all guys want to play that style, I think that's fine. But I think like Yuri kind of plays that hitter style a little bit better than Nash. Ken, I think Ken is A tier. Yeah, I think Ken is A tier. I think Ken is better than Ryu and Kage. I think Ken is better than them. I don't know if Ken is better than Akuma, but man, you could have me fooled. You could tell you. I would believe you if someone was like, "Oh no, Ken is better than Akuma." I would believe you, but Ken I think requires a little bit more than usual. Max potential Ken I think is very strong. V Trigger 2 is so good at anti-airing. It's so good. It does big damage. He gets conversion after. His damage, he gets Oki like everywhere on the screen. Like he just gets Oki. Like it seems like Ken hits you, he has Oki. He just has Oki. His throw game is good. Ken players all around are scary as fuck. Motherfuckers is DPing in your face. He has the scare factor. He's a character that's just really fucking scary. If you have good hit confirms, you get a lot more. They made his his short you can go further now. So he's pretty good anti-air. Go through fireballs, heavy one, right? Pretty much. And V Trigger 1, obviously, what people use as well is still pretty good. He gets a situation where he's -2 off of the heavy hurricane kicks, and it's scary because Ken players are Ken players. So very scary character. Visco 2 is also pretty good. I wouldn't say it's too good, but it's still pretty good. He gets a lot more juggles now. Ken as well. Very good character. I don't know where I would put him necessarily, but I think he's an A tier. Colleen, where's S tier? I think Colleen is S tier. That's just my opinion. You guys might disagree, but I think Colleen is just a character she's just really good in the neutral game. She's just so good in the neutral game. Her V trigger, I forgot which trigger it is. I think it's V trigger 2. She gets back throw loops situations, and the fact that V trigger is 2 bars is insane. She gets more range on her normals. It's just so I can't believe it. Like when I fight her, I'm just like, wow, like that's strong, right? So strong. She has ways to deal with fireballs. She can bait out jumps with her extra jump. She can get out of pressure. She can get in right away. She's very good. Like she's just super offensive. You could play the footsie game with her because her buttons are just that good. She's a very scary character. Good throw game. That's pretty much all I can say about her. Just very good character. Laura. Oh, Laura definitely A tier, bro. Laura is definitely A tier. However, I think Laura loses to V-Shift. So I could see her being down here for sure. I could definitely see her being down here. But this character does lose to V-Shift. I think V-Shift, in people like there's certain characters where people say, "Oh, but V-Shift kind of helps, like it helps everyone, right? Right? Everyone has to deal with the V-Shift, but there's certain characters who have easier ways of dealing with it. But man, Laura, man, if she deals with it, she's blowing you up. She's just blowing you the fuck up. But V-Shift does hurt her. She's a character that does get hurt by V-Shift. But I do think she's here. I think this is a good spot for her. But I only see fucking Idom doing that job, bro. I only see Idom putting in that work with this character. So it's like, I don't know. But she is a strong character. And I definitely do get mixed by this girl. She's very polarizing. Lucia, I think could be B tier. I don't know much about her, but I don't think highly of her either way. I feel like there's just better characters. She's like a mix of Ken. Like I can't really, I don't know. Like she just like to start her fireball game, she has to do a lot more. She can play tricks around it, which is also very good. Her pressure, you need really good hint friends on her. But she does get great Oki if you know what you're doing. That's all I can really say about her. Mana, I want to put here. I really do. I really do think this character is S tier, but like it's just very hard for me to just assume like and just I'm not really assuming, but I don't know really if she's. I don't see a lot of Mana players, but when I do, she's like beating up everybody. You know, Sako one of the best. Goichi actually played this character as well. I still think he does. His character is just very very strong. Like I feel like she does. You have to play her way against her, right? She has a dive kick very similar to Dawson. Her offense isn't the best, but she has ways to deal with fireballs, and her view reversal is really good. Gets out the corner. She just hits really really hard. And then once he has V trigger, I believe it's V trigger 1. You have to play that. You have to block. You have to block her shit. She has mix and long combos here with the execution. She can kill you off of a touch. And she has a meter. She's very solid. Very very solid character. Nash, I don't think Nash is good. I still think Nash has terrible situations where he can't even anti-air. Like it's so bad for Nash. V Trigger 2 helps Nash a lot, but I don't think Nash is like, oh my god, like holy shit. Don't get me wrong, I hate fighting against a Nash that plays the zoning game and runs away. But when you're in on a Nash, he has to deal with a lot more. Like a lot. Like V reversal is like his only way. V shift now, obviously he got that for help. But it isn't that good for it. Like he doesn't seem like he's still that solid of a character. They're trying to make him the offensive Guile, but Guile has a better offense than him. You know? So it's his walk speed is so slow. It's just a weird character. Forward medium kick, probably the best buff he got. But there's like characters who could deal with it with armor, and it's like I don't know. It's weird. Nash is in a weird situation where I just don't think he'll ever be that good. But I'll put him. I'll put him B. I'll put him B. Necalli, man, bro. Part of me is like this character fucking sucks. Necalli has stubby normals. He's similar to Kage. He actually has stomps as well. He's very similar. Like I said, these three characters, Kage, Gil, and Necalli, are very similar characters. But it's like Necalli literally reminds me. Is Cammy toxic? Yeah, she's toxic. She's toxic. She's toxic for sure. Necalli's one of those characters where it's like he really sucks in the neutral. They try to give things like EX stomps to be plus, because before for some reason they made him minus on block, but now they're +2 on block. He has a good command throw that keeps him just right there, right? He could dunk you, but like he's just not the same. Like he has a lot of minus buttons, stubby normals, gaps. He, in a sense, kind of is worse than Kage. When he has V trigger, obviously that's his way to. That's literally his time to shine. He's a character who reminds me a lot of I don't know if you guys play Smash Bros, but Lucario. He's a character that kind of loses so bad, short hitboxes, but when he's losing, he gets stronger. It's kind of like that. He needs to be kind of losing or steamrolling you to win. That's what it feels like. And in a way where everyone's kind of dealing with like steamrolling you before you can even get to that point, he struggles a lot. Because he can't fight back. His normals aren't the best, and sometimes you get steamrolled. And Street Fighter 5 is Street Fighter 5. You just get Street Fighter 5, right? And he just, I don't know. Takada just seems like a character who's just not that good in my opinion. Or Mika. Oh my goodness. I never think this character sucks. I never do. By the way, my uncle used to play this character. He used to mix me for fucking days. But you have to be in the corner. You have to be in the corner for this girl to work. She has really strong buttons, but holy shit, her neutral game and her health is kind of she does take a lot of damage. But she's just a character that when she gets you in the corner, you're done. Like you have to guess. You have to make a move quick. But I think I'll put her here. I think here is pretty good for her. Because I don't know if I'll put her A tier. Because the corner, there's other characters who also put you in the corner, and it's like holy shit, you know. But she literally only works in the corner. Sagat is a good, solid character. He's a solid character. He's another character that kind of plays like a wall where you can't really do much about it, you know. But obviously, I think he takes a lot more skill in how you zone with him because his fireballs are good, but you do have to master the Tiger Uppercut at all costs. And there's a lot of situations where Tiger Uppercut kind of whiffs on the opponent because it lunges him forward. Very, very unfortunate situations that can happen. But as a guy has just gotten better overall. V-Trigger 2 is really good. I've seen people use V-Trigger 1 now as well. So he's just a character who's just very solid. I think he's a solid character. I don't know if I would say he's better than Ryu, but I think he kind of is better than Ryu. But I could see the benefits of Ryu as well. Sakura. I think Sakura's here. But then, sometimes I don't think she's there. I don't think she's always there. I remember when early on in the game, it was a thing that, like, you know, Sakura also is another character who wanted to eat Japan. And Sakura was a character that a lot of people really felt like it's gonna be. I thought that too. I thought she was there too, because Sakura was a character who just had strong efforts. Well, what's good, y'all? How y'all doing? You think Cody is 8 tier? The only reason why I put Cody here is because I think with potential, like, I believe that he's gonna be here, but is he here right now? You know, like, is he here right now? But Sakura, a character who I felt like with time was gonna just be the, like, S tier. She was just like, I thought she was the best Shoto. She has good offense with punishing moves. She just gets in there. But the more and more I see, I think Ken is better. But I don't think she's too far away from Ken. I think she's almost on par with, somewhat on par with Ken. I wouldn't say too much in Akuma, but she's somewhat there. You know, she like, making her Tatsu's minus and then her having the special cancel with an amazing throw range and walk speed. Oh my god, this character's strong. This character's strong. This character's super strong. You know what? I'm in agreement. I'll put Cody here. Yes, and I agree. Until he got buffed, I could see him. Yo, actually, I low-key feel like Ken is the best show, bro. Because Ken is out here, bro. Ken is really out here. I think this is. I'm not. Yeah, Ken is the best show. I'm in agreement. Ken is the best show. Yeah, before Ken, she was the best show because she got the most offensive changes for a character who already had a scary offense, in my opinion, with her throw game. But she got better, and she's just scary all around. She does so much damage. V-Skill 2 is so good. So good. Allows her to actually get in and apply the pressure. Good Oki, good dash. She's so fast. She's so good. Shoken! Vega. Vega, I can only think of as a character that he just pokes. He just pokes. That's all. He just pokes. That's all. He's a character that, if you're good at footsies and you're good at managing things well, he is so good. Like, holy shit, right? If you have stubby normals and you have a hard time dealing, like, he's really good. And he's a character who just, if you play purposely scary, your opponent kind of has to keep an eye on everything that you do. And he has a lot of cool setups where he can, like, if you don't react to his wall command grab, like when he jumps off and command grabs you off of a hard knockdown, he does big damage. Like, he's a character who could do big damage. However, his V triggers are not that good, in my opinion. I don't think his V triggers are good at all. He does get more from V trigger 2, and V trigger 1 also does help him. But he's a character who I just don't think is that well. Like, I think he's better than a lot of characters. Like, I'm a firm believer that he is better than Alex. I don't know if anyone disagrees with me. I think he's better than Alex. This character's better than Alex. Nah, I don't know about this. This is hard. This is hard right here. But I think he's better than Alex. Like, I think he's better than a lot of these characters. And this is hard, actually. This is why this tier is just so, like, everyone's just almost the same. But that's Vega for you. He's a character, obviously, who's, when he's losing hard. But he does get Oki off of each command grab, and he can scare you. Zangief. I want to create a tier just for Zangief. Like, I almost just want to create a tier just for Geef, because Geef is just, it's just Zangief. Like, it's just Zangief. Even with, I don't think, look, even with even with a guy winning with her, I still think she has to micromanage a lot. Like, I think that she just doesn't have it as well as these characters do. Like, cause like it would be like me saying like, oh yeah, Yuri won. A Yuri won. One guy won with Yuri. Automatically, Yuri's like one of the best characters. Nah, bro, that's not how it always works. You know, I can't. I've these characters have been running the show for a minute. You Falk gets that one moment that is monumental. I agree, but I can't let that be. Oh, your character is the best character in the game. Why? Because you just won this tournament. You know, I can't really say that about Falk. I still think that she has moments where she has to micromanage so much and she just struggles. You know, but that's my opinion. Where's Zangief? Zangief, man, this character, I need to make a Zangief. I feel like making a Zangief too, because Zangief, every guy who doesn't play Zangief doesn't agree with buffing Zangief. That's just how it's always gonna be. If you do not play this character, if you are not a loyal to this guy, the muscle man, you do not want this character to get better. Because a better Zangief just means you're gonna get scooped more. You know. However, I would say they were harsh on Geef a lot of the time. Like, they were nerfing Geef and buffing these characters. Like, what the fuck? Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You know? But like I said, they gave away his armor on certain frames and stunning hard punch, I believe. Like, they just were harsh on him. But I don't know what's their model. Like, they think that because like newcomers don't like Geef. I don't know what they're thinking of, because I don't think new players should ever be the point of view you go by when it comes to competitive play, because obviously they're gonna not care, they're gonna give up, right? But Geef, man, I don't know, bro. Geef, like, a part of me, like, Geef is here. Obviously, when Geef is in there, like, damn, bro. So it's like, I don't know, like, no idea. I think I need to make a Zangief too. Rose, her zoning is not strong, bro. This zoning is not that strong. I don't think her zoning is strong at all. I think she has cool things to deal with getting through fireballs, but her zoning, her setup to do whatever she needs to do is so much. She's hard, for, obviously, with certain characters. Like, they might struggle to actually hit her, but she's minus on a lot of her shit. Her air fireball has mad recovery on landing. Like, she just has too much recovery and bad setup zoning. Like, I just don't find her that well, in my opinion. Or I don't know. I don't know. He's a character who I can see the potential coming out of, but I just don't know where he is. Alright, let's leave Luke for last, because I think this is more fitting. I think Abigail's A tier. Like I said, G reminds me of Abigail in the sense where if you just don't have the set or anything to deal with them, they're gonna beat you. Like, if they have every counter to your kit, they're just gonna beat you, like, really, really hard. He has kind of a way to deal with fireballs. His V triggers are scary. He literally robs you. That's just what it is. He's a character who's very degenerate in a way where it's like he doesn't care. You know, he just armor to everything. You get hit, you're taking damage. Like that, you gotta hold that. You know. Oro top 10 with V trigger. When his V trigger's gone, he is just I just don't think he's that good. I could just say I don't think Oro's that good, but I don't think he's that bad. So that's why I don't know where he is. Geef, like I said, I don't know about Geef. I only put actually Geef is better than Geef is better than Nash. Geef is better than Geef better than Kage? Damn, I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know where to put Geef. I don't know where to put Geef. Anyways, what was I talking about? Abigail. Abigail is just a character I feel like he just, like I said, he just would be degenerate too. Like, he would not care that you're a zoner. Obviously, he might struggle a bit with the zoning game, but he has good armor. He has a parry if you try to jump in on him. That's kind of his quote-unquote way to push the opponent off. I'm not downplaying Kage. I play that character. Anyways, what I was going to say, Abigail, he's just a character, like I said, he just doesn't care about a lot of the stuff you do. He's just going to be in there. And when he is in there, He hits you so hard. You have to be careful. You just have to be careful, bro. You just have to be freaking careful. Because if you're not careful, he's gonna lose. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. What else is very strong about Abigail? I remember, it's funny, no one uses V-Trigger 1. Everyone uses V-Trigger 2 because he could get the most out of it. Abigail used to be really, really good. Yeah, he used to be... I believe the crush counter nerf, the whole V-Trigger activation and crush counter nerf came because of Abigail. Because Abigail came out, when he came out, he was fucking wildin'. Like, he was crazy. And then they like did an emergency patch that made like everyone get nerfed, like crush counter scaling, V-Trigger cancel scaling. Like, it was insane. Like, I feel like they purposely did that for Abigail because Abigail was just too fucking strong. And obviously on top of the nerfs that they gave to Abigail. But Abigail is just overall strong. I think he's still pretty strong. It's just that you see him a lot less. Like, I don't know. Like, I think Abigail, like, if you're a Geef player, Abigail should be another choice. Like, you know, like, they're almost the same character. You know, except Geef. I don't know, man. I just don't think Geef is he's a character, obviously, like, I lose to Geef. Like, I get scoped. I would be lying to you if I told you if I didn't get scooped by Zangief players. But I just don't know where Geef is. I just don't know. Luke. This is where I'm going to end the tier list. Luke Skywalker, bro. The way I'm feeling about Luke right now. Yo, bro, hold up. The way I'm feeling about this guy right now is his character's good. This man forces you to approach him. He forces, like obviously, oh, but Guile forces you to approach. This man has the V-Trigger to deal with a lot of shit to hit you from afar and do big damage. That is crazy. That is crazy. He's literally like a Shoto. Like I said, he reminds me, which is funny, because I think they did this on purpose. He reminds me of Guile, Ken, and Sagat. He reminds me of all three of those characters. Right? Obviously, you know where the Ken comes from. And obviously, I think you know where the Guile comes from. And the Sagat part is because I think you could legit play like a wolf. And but he can also get in there. Like, he's a character who, when he charges those punches, you have to react to his stuff. But what I put him here, I don't really know. It goes up if you don't hit him. Yeah, like his V-Triggers are just, his concept for V-Trigger is very, very interesting. V-Skill 2 I've been seeing that used more. It's funny because Kage has a lot of throw baiting moves, right? V-Skill 2 you can use as a throw bait. Like, you walk up on your opponent, V-Skill 2, boom, and then you do big damage, right? You do a big combo. So he has ways to kind of like fight and scare you and hit you hard. This is the new face of Street Fighter, yo. But I don't know if he's S tier. However, the way I'm feeling about Luke, he's definitely like potential. Like, he's gonna rise to the top very, very soon. Now I should order this. I'm going to order this. I don't know how I should do this, but I'm gonna order this, right? So I'm in agreement that Cammy is the best character in the game. I agree with you guys. Cammy is just, like I said, she just hits so freaking hard. She's in there. Dive kicks. V-shift did not hurt her at all. She's still in there. Low forward confirms you're good at those. Down fierce. Her V-trigger dive kick is like so scary to deal with. Like, she's right in your face, and then she's plus on block. You're gonna be taking a lot of throws from her. You know, you kind of have to play that game where it's like, yo, I have to take this, because it could be a lot. It could be a lot worse. All right. Let me move a couple, because I think this is the only thing I think. This is the only character I would move up. Is Kova's character. Urien. How do you guys think about Guile being S tier? I feel like we see a lot of Guile, and I think Guile was good. How do you feel about that? Because I think Guile was good. I think Guile was S tier. Urien, like I said, good anti-airs. A character who you have to react to a lot of his stuff. Good normals, good whiff punishing moves. His low forward is a special cancelable because that shit is good. Oh man, I don't know, man. I think Guile was S tier. Because, like, out of all these characters that you see in A tier, you guys wouldn't put Guile here? But I don't think so. Wait, Urien? heavy. The chop is good. Dash up, down fears, whatever, whatever. He gets just a lot of reward from all of the moves he hits. V trigger 1, really, really good. EX shoulder into V trigger, that is a good situation. Um, you think Colleen is an A tier? What? I'm talking matchups, Fred, too. You don't think Colleen? What's the reason why you think Colleen is A? Because you think she loses a lot of matchups. Who are the characters that Colleen just gets obliterated by? And Guile, I don't think Guile loses to a lot of characters either. Okay, Ryu, Sagat, Guile. I can see that. Yeah, but she only loses 3 matchups. I know there's probably more. I'm not trying to be a smartass, but zoning in its general, I don't think is like, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good. Because like I think calling is S tier, bro. I don't see how like. And you also got to think about it in the sense of the players as well. Like I'm trying to think about it like, okay, when does Colleen usually deal with that? You know, like zoning got better because of V shift. I could see that they have an actual defensive mechanic now. I think Colleen is an S tier character. I think she's an S tier character. We might disagree with each other there. But I don't think she does terrible against zoners. I don't think she does terrible against zoners. Rashid is Rashid, man. Rashid, we all know Rashid is Rashid. I wonder if you guys would put Rashid over Yuri. She loses to a good character. I don't know, man. I don't believe that Colleen is not an S tier character. Let me just continue. Rashid, let me know if you how you guys feel about Rashid being top 3. I think this is just fine. I don't see any other way. I think Rashid is still pretty good. Like I said, I believe it's V skill 1. He has a way to deal with fireballs. His tornado spin shit's very, very hard. He can challenge right after if he wants, if you're not quick enough. A lot of these characters you have to be very, very quick on your feet. He has good mix. V trigger 2 is another good way to get in on his opponent. But I don't know. I think he's top 3 in the game. You think he's here? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking. Maybe I might recently. Is my not S tier? You think he's below? So you still on board with thinking Balrog is like still really, really good, right? How do y'all feel? I'm curious, because Taj doesn't think Colleen is here, and Muja doesn't think that he's there. I think he's. I could see what you mean. Obviously, these characters are still very good, but I think Rashid is top 3. Rashid has been strong for so long, and he's still so good. Like I don't think Balrog is better than Rashid. I don't think so. At least in my opinion, I don't think that he's stronger than. So you think Colleen is top 3? Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, excuse me. You said ain't better. I'm bugging. I'm not reading correctly. I apologize. Colleen only with V trigger, but her V trigger is what makes her that polarizing. Like on top of the fact that she has good normals, V trigger 2 is ridiculous. Like it literally is what is the game. The name of the game is V trigger. You know. She gets good Oki, and you have hit confirms when she does the EX hands. She's in there. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Balrog needs trigger. Yeah, I don't think Balrog needs V trigger to seal the deal. He blows you up so fast that he almost doesn't need it. So do you think Balrog is better than Zeko? What about this? You think it should be like this? I think she does fight Dawson very well, and she is so good. Yeah, and Sim is another strong, very strong character. She's able to beat him like that. How about this? I don't know, man. I think Zeko is better than Boro. Yeah, I think this looks better. A part of me wants to put these guys together. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's just like they're the same. But if we're gonna get it ordered, because I'm trying to order the tier list after, which right now, damn, bro, Sim better than Boro. I think this is fine. Top 5 is these characters. These characters at a certain point, I don't know if they still are, but I still think they're still good. We're literally destroying everybody. Like, all good players were using these characters. And Balrog was there, and Sim was there too. And Gaia was definitely there too. There was only a few Manat players, but I still feel like Manat is just so good. She's so good. I think this is fine. Is Manat better than Seth and Poison and Bison? That's a great question. Because Poison is definitely a character who's who could be even more polarizing, I feel. Because we've actually seen more. Man, this is hard. I wouldn't say our punches are trash, but they're definitely not as I can see polarizing. Yeah, we are in agreement. These are sim by the way, these are sim players when they try to explain to you why their character sucks. These are sim players. This right here is a sim player. And he's trying to tell you how to defend against his teleports, fireballs, and V-triggers. Do not listen to a sim player. The sim downplay must end. All 2022. We cannot allow this to happen, you guys. That will not happen. These sim players are lying to you. By the way, I'm just being an asshole. I'm just joking. But man, some of y'all sim players be capping your ass up like this guy. This guy is what you guys look like. When a sim player if this guy comes up to you, just know he probably plays Street Fighter and he's a sim player. Anyways, back to the tier. Is Manat better than those characters? I could say not really, but I still think Manat is still very good, bro. Manat is like one of those Chun-Li season 1 situations where you barely saw Chun-Li, but everyone put her S tier. I think Manat is dead as an S tier character. I still think she's an S tier character. That is just my opinion, though. I think this is fine. I think Gaia was S tier. I don't care what nobody says there. I think Gaia was S tier. Gaia is just, no matter, they nerfed him and he has to do a little bit more work and you have to be a little bit more skilled, but he's still pretty good. I think it's okay to put this character there. I think this is okay. Is Seth better than Ken? I think this looks better. I'm putting there with the thought, like the overall potential that I think that this character is there. Like how they put Chun-Li season 1. They like literally no one played Chun-Li. And everyone put her number 1. I'm kind of thinking of some shit like where I still think this character is just so strong. Like when you do see her, she's just so freaking strong. Like she's just so powerful. And so yeah, I'm just putting her as like a bold, like, yeah, I think she's just good. I just think she's just really good. She's that one character I guess would be controversial. And I just want to see what y'all think about that. Like, are y'all in agreement? Like, oh, yeah, she's pretty good, but is she better than these characters? Like, I like what Taj said. It made me think about, I don't know if she actually is better than these characters. That is true. Sako is the only character I've actually seen just put so much potential in the character. Does he play her all the time? No. I'm just trying to think about her like I guess it's kind of insane to just assume like, oh, I've only seen her a couple of bit. When I see her at max potential, I think she's better than everybody. But if we're trying to, include results in there as well, then she kind of isn't up there. So where you guys put Manat? You gotta think of all the characters she loses to. It's just like it's just like knowing like all the characters. Look, I can tell you all the characters. Well, actually, I cannot tell you all the characters. This is why they're so good. I think Sako gets her to work like A, but I don't think Sako gets to work her like max potential. I agree. You put her on the lower A side. So where do you think she's better than Cody? Let's put her here. Let's put her here. Let's put her here. I do think she loses to Balrog. I agree. I don't know if she loses to Alex. I don't know about that one, but I know I do know she loses to Balrog. Then again, who knows? So I'm gonna keep her here. So this is S tier. Right here. This is S tier. Top 8. This is all I could do. I haven't ordered everything yet, guys. I put her down here because no one... Y'all gotta tell me where you guys feel that she is. Like, exactly. You know? Because right now, the way I'm looking at this is Ken is the best Shoto, in my opinion. I think Akuma is still pretty good, but I think Ken is the best Shoto. I think Luke is another character who I think has more potential to come out. He could be just better, but I'm gonna keep him here. Akuma's just solid all around though. Like you see an Akuma player, he's doing work. He's just fucking polarizing. Chun-Li, I think this is good right here. Right here, this is good. I don't know if these is the only one I'm looking at is these two. Do you think Ken is better than Seth? You think Akuma's behind Chun-Li? Or you talking about Manat? I feel like this is good right here. The only two I'm thinking about is these two characters. Nah, Manat. Okay, so Manat's behind Chun-Li. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. You think Abigail's way lower now? Like B tier now? I know. I don't think. I think he's better than Sakura. I think he's. I don't know. Cody's really good, man. Cody's a character who, like, man, like that. Cody has gotten so much better, and Cody players in general have gotten so much better. Like Cody is so strong. I think Abigail's a lot lower because of the nerfs he's received. You think Cody's the top of A? I could see this. I could see this. You think Birdie's better than? No, I only put him no idea. But if you think she's better than Rose, then we could put Birdie B tier. Yeah, y'all could talk to me about the I don't no idea characters. I think Rose is not good, bro. I just don't think. I might lose to a Rose, but even when sometimes I end up winning a Rose, I'm like, yo, I feel like that Rose just was dealing with some shit that I had no idea. Yeah, they nerfed his anti-airs. That was something that was very good with Birdie, and then they nerfed. You think she's slowly rising? I think her zoning game is very, very lacking. Like when she is obviously in the she's winning that war. She's very good, obviously, like that. She gets to play when she's getting to play her game. But to set that up properly against characters who know who can get through it easier or have better zoning game, it's like nah, bro. Like their characters is like damn. Her V triggers are okay, I guess. Like she has the V trigger, the Yun V trigger, the after image one, which is still pretty good. I don't know. I don't think she's pretty. I don't know. I just don't think she's that good. I've seen characters punish her from such long ranges too. She's so minus on a lot of her moves. So you think Cody's at the top of A? I feel like Poison is still there. I want to know, is Seth better than? I got Geef as the worst character though. If he didn't depend on, um, Keith is one of the worst characters in this game. Yeah, he doesn't. He kind of has to read a fireball. And he could get punished if he just activates it wrong. Yeah, the V-Trigger 2, I think, is the only one. He does get V-Shift beats Geef. V-Shift destroys Geef. So you think Geef is down here? Like I said, I don't know. Like, Geef is a character where it's like, he's just Geef. Like, Geef just... Zangief. Like, when he gets in, he reads you. He's like, it seems like he's the best character in the game. Or one of the hardest to fight against. But when he has to deal with neutral and you're just reading every single option that he has, and the Geef player is not catching on to the defensive mechanics that you're using, it's just not, it's just easy. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Geef I could see not being one of the better characters. Here was where I kind of get, I think Sakura's okay here. Is Honda better than Sakura? I think so. I think this fits better. This one is the tier where I kind of want to put Kage high because that's my boy. But then it's like, I think he's better than Go. I think Kage is better than Go for sure. I think these three characters are so similar. Like, I would make a tier just with these three characters. Like, I mean, you could kind of say that about a lot of V-Trigger characters, that they gotta rob you. Like, Alex kind of has to rob you, you know? I think this is pretty good. Is Yuri better than Mika? Hey, turn his 50-50s to 30-70s. Damn. That's OD. That sucks. I could definitely see Mika being way better than Geef. I believe that 110%. I think Geef is... I've been telling Geef players, you should play Alex. I said that before. Like, you should play Alex or Mika. Or Abigail. Geef is just one of those characters where he does so much more. You know? Like, he hits hard. Like, I will say that he gets to hit harder. That's a good thing. But man, it kind of is rough for Geef because Geef doesn't... He relies on crouching, like, light punch half the time. Don't get me wrong, like, I struggle against Geef. Like, sometimes I struggle. I'm scared of a Geef, the flex and all that, right? But when you see him deal with actual zoners, holy shit, Geef is fucked up, bro. Geef has to deal with that shit crazy. Oh, V-Trigger 1? Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it. Especially if they let the other person play with their V-Trigger. Oh man, you're fucked. But that's because you play Kage. Like, I think Kage is here. Like, at least right here. But then obviously, like, someone will tell me, oh, but all the matches he loses to. You know? Or like, I see I want to make robbery tier list because I think Kage is still pretty, like, he's pretty solid. Like, I want to make a video to show you how crazy the V-Trigger can be. Like, I do highlights or whatever. That's whatever. Like, I want to explain, like, why Kage has that scary factor. It's just that Kage's mix isn't real. That's the main issue that I feel like if they fit. Well, excuse me, he has real mix, but some of it is kind of fake. You know, like, it's not so real. And I feel like if he got a little bit more reward for hitting certain things, Kage would be fucking out here. But his neutral sucks. Like, you might not even get to play because your neutral's so bad. And if you're dealing with characters like command grab characters where you feel like you're forced to use a defensive option like V-Shift or V-Reversal, it's really bad. Like, it's really bad for you because you're not getting your comeback mechanic and you have 925 health to work with. You know? I think Kage is the true glass cannon of this game. I know a lot of people think it's Akuma and Seth, but the way their kits are, where it seems like they could play the most safe, I don't think those characters have to take much risk. I think it's Kage. Kage has to rely on stagger stomps, where you could punish it between the stomps, right? But if you get a heavy stomp, you're rewarded, right? That's the beauty of it, right? He has to take a lot of risk. A lot of risk. The Tiger Knee, you could dunk it, and if it hits, if you're not counter hit, you can't confirm off of it. You know, You know, it's one of those things where it's like Kage. Like I've heard someone say, like Kage gets a lot of Oki, like that's his good thing. But then everyone like started seeing how Ken is just like way better. Like Ken gets Oki off of everything. Like as far as Shotos, like if we're talking about Shotos, like Ken just gets the most, right? So it's like I always say like yeah, people still say that like Kage didn't have a fireball. Like if he had an actual fireball, he wouldn't be that good either way. I still think he would. I think it would help him if they made the fireball somewhat okay. I think it would help him in the neutral, right? Relying on red fireball and red fireball being literally a fireball with way more recovery than a regular fireball. It's risky because you're risking throwing the light red fireball in the neutral when they could easily just jump over it and it has a lot of recovery. You get punished. Don't worry, I made a guy video. I'm kind of talking about that. I guess you guys are getting some little bit of it right now. It's just taking me a while. I just want to explain a lot of things about Kage to make sure that you got Dan is better than Kage. He has overcome the Satsu no Hado. What's good, Final Form? How the hell are you? Kage is in such a bad state in the game that even top players doesn't. Yeah. Can be good. Yeah, like literally, it's crazy because I usually do really good against people who don't know how to fight against Kage. Kage is a character where it's like you know the matchup. I guess you could say that. You could say this about every character, right? But certain characters, like if you really know how to deal with them, they can't do shit. You know, and it hurts. It really hurts a character who has to rely on taking risk. You know, he's in that position where he kind of is forced to take risk if he wants to open his opponent up. And sometimes the reward isn't that big, but sometimes it really is. You know, he's a character who I think is just a true glass cannon. He's the coolest character in this game, bro. I swear to God, he is. Somebody banned Final Form. He left Kage. I should ban him. He overcome the Satsuno. He's not edgy anymore. But yeah, that's my. When it comes to the Kage situation, like I don't know where I would put Kage. I think putting him B is still pretty good. Like he's not bottom 5. I think he is better than Nash in some ways. I do think he's better than Necalli. I do think he's also better than Gil in some ways. Is he better than Fong? I don't know. But you mostly see more Kages put in more work than Fong, so that's why I think he's better. And Alex and Kage are like right next to each other, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's pretty much where I think Kage's spot is. I really do wish that obviously I'm gonna play him regardless. But I think you're sleeping on Alex. You think I'm sleeping on Alex? Okay, so where would you put Alex? Let's talk about it. But I really do hope that, like I said, I'm playing regardless. But I really do hope that Kage gets some sort of something. You know, I don't want. I'm not asking him to be fucking ridiculous. Obviously, I think that would be so fun if he's just really strong, right? But I just hope that he gets like recognized. You know, in some way, like, oh, okay, I see that could be a problem. Because it kind of hurt Kage. Like he got that awesome buff, and then another patch came out where everyone got even more fixes and buffs, and Kage only got a meter gain change, again, and it was like, that's not good. You know, like that might make it really really hard. You know, for me, I think it'll be more so combos that he can get in the neutral to link into big damage or just Oki. You know, a lot of characters they get like a certain button into a long range poke into Oki, you know. Kage only gets pretty much one button because it's crouching medium push, and if you space it, you're not gonna hit it twice. So you have to rely on just canceling or stomp, which no one's scared of stomp. So it's a lot. It's a lot, man. Enough about Kage. I love that edgy ass Ryu, and I hope the guide when I'm done with the guide, you guys will watch it. Anyways, so Alex, I'm sleeping on Alex. So where would you put Alex? Like I said, maybe we haven't fully ordered everything. I could see Alex being here. That's the most I think about, right? I don't think Alex is nowhere near A tier, bro. I do not think that. I don't think that. I think he loses to everyone in front of him right now that you're looking at. Like, I think he does. Maybe medium A tier? Just order S tier and call that a day. I think so. I think that's a good way to just end it off. Because, like, ordering these characters is pretty okay. I think this is pretty ordered. These, no. G's better than none. Alright, G's pretty better. Akira, we still need to see a little bit more. I don't know. This is hard. A is really hard. Yeah, really, really hard. It is really hard. You have nightmares of Problem X. I mean, seeing X beat Punk with Alex definitely show Alex was at least B tier. Yeah, I agree. Alex is definitely B tier. I don't know about A tier though. Like, I don't know about that. Oddly enough, I was my boy Hakai told me like, yo, Alex was like poking me out. Alex has decent range normals, decently range normals. I will say that. Landing medium kick has pretty good range. Like low 4 being cancelable and V trigger 2 is pretty good. And he gets DDT and he's in your face. Like, I know the good of Alex. I fight so many Alex players. I have a friend who was an Alex player. I get command grip. But it's like, I don't know. He's a good A candidate, but I don't know. Like, if like, you think he should be behind Sakura? You guys think he's better than Ibuki and Ryu? Or maybe that whole shit is fucked up and those characters should be A tier as well. So you think he is better than those characters? In front of Sakura. Interesting. So Sakura is the one that might go back. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I just feel like I see it. Like, I do see it. I'm looking at it. You think he's better than Ryu? Sagat. His biggest weakness is anti-airs. Yeah, up in front, I said behind because he was all behind. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, okay. This is fine. Like, if he's here, I would accept it. I'll accept it. Every grappler player switches to G. Yeah, a lot of people play. I'll play G. I think this is alright. I think this looks fine. Is Nash better than Necalli? It doesn't matter. It's just like, watch there be a tier list out there that looks just like this one, or it doesn't, and everyone's gonna shit on it, which is okay. Yeah, A is kind of ordered, but not ordered. You know, like it is and isn't. I just feel like there's a tier list that might look like this, or someone, or it doesn't, and everyone's gonna shit on it. But I'm ready for it.